Hey, Warrior Saints. Glad to have you beautiful people with us as we continue our conversation from yesterday. Well, all right, I'll start with this. We were talking about noise earlier. I mean, there's so many things vying for our attention, right? Everywhere we go. It's really interesting. Everyone probably plays, a time waster game on their cell phones when they're, not wanting to be bored. And mine is Solitaire. It's an old one. It's probably a game played more by elderly people and probably more by elderly women. And the reason I say that is because the ads that pop in between are usually for women's products. Like I would get ads for brassieres. I'm like, I mean, I know I'm not ripped or anymore, but I don't know if so where's that stuff coming from? But as I watch in between each game, these advertisements, get this, buy this. We're pounded with it, bombarded. And I get lost in it too, right? You know better than anybody on the planet. Hey, ooh, shiny, shiny, shiny. Oh, I chase after it because it's new and inventive and novel. But there's no focus.
Yeah.
And I think the answer, even in this rambling, I need to focus down and say, focus. And it means we need to really be deliberate, I think, about finding one thing that we do. I've been thinking about that in my life. And for me, if someone says, what's your purpose? If they say to me, what is your job? If they say to me, what do you love? If they say to me, what do you do in your ministry? I want all those questions should have the same answer for me. And they do, is to teach scripture. That's it. I love it. It's the only thing I'm good at. I think it's my purpose in life is what God assigned me to do. It's what the priesthood is designed in our Orthodox tradition. That's what it's the first job description, if you will. Teach scripture to the best of my ability. So to have that kind of focus is in some sense freeing because it enables me to cast off all of the stuff that don't connect to that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So with that kind of, what do you see, Deacon Greg, in Scripture? I know I'm sure better than I. Are there stories or tales about that focus?
Oh, yeah, without question. I mean, you've got right after the parable of the Good Samaritan. I mean, right after talking about the parable of the Good Samaritan and taking care of other people, there's this exchange between Jesus where he enters into a house. There's two sisters there. And as sisters are prone to do, they get into it with each other a little bit. And he enters into the house of Mary and Martha is putting out all the stuff that she needs to, setting the table, and she's getting frustrated because her sister's sitting at the feet of Jesus and listening. And Martha looks at him and says, Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her then to help me. But the Lord answers her, Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things. One thing is needful. Mary has chosen the good portion, which shall not be taken away from her. And I think this is the clue for us about what it means. Like, first and foremost, if we're going to take up our cross daily and follow, that means that we are going to be submitting our will to the will of God, which means then we have to sit at the feet of the master ourselves. We have to be taught. We have to go seek out, get rid of all the stuff that troubles us and causes us to be anxious and all of the different things. And we need to sit at the feet of the master and be taught. And I think that means we need to go to church because that's where that starts. And then we need to go to things like Bible studies, and then we need to get out there. I mean, that's what I hear. I hear very practical things in this story of Jesus's encounter with the two sisters. Like there's very clear action steps that we are called to be taking.
Yeah, totally.
You see something different?
No, I was just thinking about it. I mean, Mary and Martha it's a great example because, he's clearly, as you said, delineating. Yes, I mean, think about this. Imagine the power of the story. Martha is serving.
Mm-hmm.
She's serving another, and service to other is, par excellence, God's commandments in Scripture, from the first page to the last. I mean, everything is about other, taking care of other. And here Martha is doing that. And yet Christ says Mary has chosen the one thing that's even more, that's needful, right? Mm-hmm. And that is, as you said, to sit at the feet of the master and learn his word, which would ultimately lead Mary back into a Martha type of position to serve. I absolutely. But it was fascinating that like service is so important, and yet Christ is telling Martha, go do it, but she's in the right spot.
And it comes right after the parable where he is talking about
Yes.
taking care of the other.
Yeah.
It comes, I mean, literally, because we read scripture as a totality, even though we fragment it and read individual stories, it's coming and it's deliberately there right after he's telling this story about taking care of the other and being the one to do what you need to do. But then he puts that into context. If you're going to do it, you got to learn how to do it. And you got to learn how to do it by sitting at the feet of the master.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely fabulous. Like I love this stuff. Are there, like, if we transition, some real practical steps that we can take so that we know exactly how to do that in our lives?
Yeah. It's good stuff. I think, to your earlier point, I mean, yes, you got to go to church. You got to come study scripture. I mean, we have stuff out there, right? I mean, if people can't make Bible studies, we have all our Understanding the Bible series, it's so easy, it's not easy. It's simple. It's clear. Those things are important. Those things can be done. We have to be done because it's literally us coming to sit at the feet of the master, right? And then I guess to wrap it all up here at this part would be the third chunk is that we have to take some effort to really find our purpose, right? Our focus. Like, as I said, all I do is teach scripture. That doesn't mean I don't do my chores at home, right? I mean, I still have those things to do. I still have to come to work and earn my money to pay for my family and bread and food and a shelter. And you know what I'm saying? Like, those things don't go away. I still have to take my car in for service. My kid's got a flat tire. I still had to deal with it, right? But it's now I'm not just chasing a to-do list, nor am I chasing all the emails that other people send to me to create my to-do list, what they want. I'm chasing now when I deliberate. So I focus, I found my passion and I just go for it full bore. I think that's the answer, is that, be fed at the feet of the master, realize that that's in service to other, and then find your specific purpose and go get it. So
yeah,
great stuff. Hey, Warrior Saints, thanks for joining us. To watch the next part of the episode, join us again tomorrow. And as always, keep walking on the way of the Warrior Saint.